AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7.
You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7. You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7.
AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7. You're listening to AP Radio.
AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
You're listening to AP Radio. AP Radio 105.7. AP Radio 105.7. AP Radio 105.7.
This program is sponsored by Kino Computers and Ella Rain Vesture.
Abusia mamu nyina mo aha awia yi edeba APTV and radio 105.7 so ye de samodo asisi ye mayi mo ye di kaditi ye de esom mo sepram to rekas ye nsem no de obete ewo mu bini Omanyi lawyer pani attorney general area to just committee no mo hye betumi ayensensaye ewo yamamra no emu no omo de aba se yenyi death penalty se yebua obi kumfo emfiri ho se beyi a ebetumi aboa na abo enipa yenso ye right ho ban sanso na ohwe August bosome ne da na etoso ensia ewo helicopter kwhwe ho nenam soma enipa titire ne ninte wo manmu ebi eto ananom se do no a wonum ma no aban eden hyehye pa bi egu akwa mu ma wo mu awia yi yede mu nsam ebesom sanso na CID panin pa se de wonum a etietie nipa fa hodie so kyi nipa do mo koye de ensese wonum ya na so makoma so ade no social media so na omo de namo ono ba omo kire se enwuma wo ho ni nyina so nye papa nti ukodi akire a na fei wakwa akwa victim media ma wo mo VRA omo kire se e ba na nyina ma hoden sam de a oman bia betu mpon wa igina so enti omo ahofoma no papa se omo ma ye enkane a emu oden dan de nyina be gina na so se be ya de ye so e betumi ayeye Afropi no aka ye ho ne de som mo se prem to broadcast ye news.apmedia.gh.com the online stories na kogo on Facebook and YouTube handle ne APTVGH TikTok Instagram and X and fidie ne APmedia_GH mo son for boss lady Afia Kyem Agyemang Constitutional Review Committee ewo ho se wono betumi ahye ya mamranim ensesan bi esese ye wo mu bia no wono makwaka kire ye mampanima wo mu begina so aye sansesan ye ya wo mu atumi aye Attorney General Sanso Yeso for Attention ne nsem so Dr. Dominic Ayine de atu dwase committee no de recommendation wi aba beto ye mampani anim ye no ene se onyi death penalty emfuwe no ne se ye bo a obi kumfo no na afei yemfa ye do obi tum ne nkwa na nyina mom embehye wo sanse nipa no oda Afia se ne bibi kura betumi asi ye se padin bi akoso a ye nipa no anase nipa no asesa enti mpanimfo ehwa esese ye man kofie na se ye bo nipa no kumfo pa bone a wakwa akodi enti ne agina so na nipa da sani agene nkwa afri ne nsem de committee ne se yenyi no emfri ho ne emfa life imprisonment embehye ho enti eno na Attorney General lecture se wo mu de abeto e mampani no se we kura no enya de foforo bia okobro hye bedwafie ho ayira Francis Xavier Sosu wadi kan ade akwakoto emrahye bedwafie ho se wo mu mobo ho na yenyi se yebu obi kumfo ne mfiri ho enti we no enya de foforo kura ne se committee ne so aye wo mu nhwehwemu a wo de no abeto so bi.
The government has accepted the recommendations to abolish the death penalty. Now, that is already underway in Parliament with the Honorable member for Medina, the Honorable Francis Xavier Sosu, leading the charge. So it's not new, but the committee made a recommendation on it. The relevant provisions of Article 3, 13, 19, and 72 will be amended accordingly, and offenses that previously attracted a death penalty will attract life imprisonment. The death penalty is inconsistent with the constitutional right to life and with Ghana's international human rights obligations under the UN conventions to which we are parties. Now, let me spend a moment on what I consider, in my opinion, as a key pillar of the position paper. That is what I call the proposed Human Rights Act. The committee made numerous proposals to expand the rights protected under Chapter 5 of our Constitution, including economic, social, and cultural rights, the rights of women, children, persons with disabilities, older persons, and the youth, the right to health care, the right to housing, the right to a clean and healthy environment, the right to food in custody, and many more. The government accepts the spirit of virtually all of these proposals. But here is the difficulty. Chapter 5 is entrenched, and every amendment to it requires a national referendum. Subjecting each of these new rights to a referendum would impose a procedural burden disproportionate to the gain from amending the Constitution in Chapter 5. The Constitution itself, ladies and gentlemen, shows us the way out. Article 33(5) of the Constitution provides that the rights expressly mentioned in Chapter 5 are not to be regarded as excluding others which are inherent in a democracy and intended to secure the freedom and dignity of man and woman. Pursuant to that provision, the government will enact a comprehensive Human Rights Act. The Act will elaborate on the rights already guaranteed, extend protection to the new categories of rights identified by the committee, incorporate Ghana's obligations under the international covenants I have mentioned, to which we are party, and provide detailed enforcement mechanisms.
We Dr. Dominic Ayine, ono na your my lawyer penny, sounds so for short and training, and some so. Now, you to us will from the Center for Local Governance Advocacy. One much say, ye were audit in internal audit agency, e were my mua. Woman a yen should would draw a far in sick as some who said ye. A cocoa would run us institutions, ya your minor edia, or not to seek as some edifa. No, say, come here, said Yaman, some above rasa forward to draw. And into auditors do draw no antimina, or Majuma ye said, ye said, and penning for be a chinchan, one name, and nam among your sumble to me be a crowd womanty. The senti and the koi elbow de rosa saquino, a bit to me a free one I am auditors do draw no and your woman fan who dear, or move to me a day I Juma Cobana sa, and who money pepper your. Ewe to me a joy and sick as some more, and wabron better to ye.
We heard from the internal audit side where the independence of the internal auditors was a big issue. I look at a scenario where the internal auditor audits the organization, finds some adverse findings against the boss. Before you can even send your report out, the boss will have to look through and sign your transmittal letter. So assuming you take this report to your boss, who goes through and finds out that, oh, yes, this is what we have, and what you have there concerns me, the boss. What will happen? So we are asking that the independence of the internal auditor is very key, as well as the internal audit agency. We should, as a country, try and make the internal audit agency independent, like we have the audit service. The audit service doesn't fall under any ministry. And so we should do the same to the internal audit, where reports will go directly to an agency without passing through anyone. And that is what we are asking for. Now, the use of connects. Most assemblies, they are not using connects. As I mentioned, we have about 155 districts only using connects. So what about the rest? They are not using it. But this is to promote transparency in the area of the product. So
I am Madam Gladys Nedu Tete, one Deputy Executive Director at the Mass Center for Local Governance Advocacy. No one say, Uko Municipal Bimu, Uko Metropolitan District Bimua. Auditors no more hono, or no more your one crack assembly, Vianum de Acoma Penimpano, or no science ye, and send it to Miako. And was one no penny noa, or hono just say, why any my one in the bad day, and what can is I saw no crown and crata or deco no sense in tea. As I see my auditors a day woman who are my bone, Sabia Mujumedi, no to me, I in ye. Now, yet also Director General at the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Africa, Dr. Jane Cassia. Na wachasa wosha Ebola ate say Africa might be to say Uganda any DR Congo noa no echre here Africa me ni brepa wa body munya sapem wadisua and have face so nchechira ye de fa apomodin ho nsemo de ma tememfo anase amansan wachire say hu hia papa na ono mo hwasa ne niam ahodo si kono no ankasa kra krata de akoma United States Secretary Edema ye apomodin ensem ya won person hu ginesi ahodo betumi abo Africa na ene Ebola ho nsem yatumi akon ade atie na so no ankasa kro hwemu a entwan kosi December bosumi no mu afi mu no na Africa yatumi agina yen na so na se beba mu a gisa aman hodo mu mpanimfo wa Africa ha no esori gina na yankasa yatumi boa yen ho abodi mu nyansapadi sua kwan fa so a enura hodo fo asensa hodo yebetumi aye yade na yagyaise yade ho ato amanhodo so nura eba amanone focus o magya nura o mode bra na afi Africa ye ho embobo nti yankasa yentumi enyina na yenya yade a yebetumi ade yen ho apomuden ensem.
A number of countries, as I was talking this afternoon with Algeria manufacturing 82% of all needs they have. It's even more than some Western countries. Then why are we not buying Algerian product, buying Nigerian product, buying Egyptian product and others for the continent? Why we are not supporting manufacturing in Ghana and other places? I think this conversation is ongoing. We managed to put in place what we call the two pillars of the ecosystem. From one side, we have the regulatory aspect with African Medicine Agency, and from another side, we have the African Pool Procurement Mechanism that will help to have predictable market. And then the last one, in terms of sustainable health financing, we see an increase of domestic resources. We see an increase in terms of health insurance scheme. We see the willingness for more public finance management to better manage our resources, because the wastage of resources is almost around 50% in Africa. Just to close this loop, we can start to say we can be out of dependency of external resources. The last point, before giving you the floor, following our agenda of Africa Health Security and Sovereignty, is the digital agenda. As I was saying, you will see that when some Western countries, they stopped their funding to Africa, it was not just money, it was not just commodities, it was also data. Out of the blue, ministers didn't have access to critical data for HIV and other diseases. This is why the sovereignty agenda for the health sector is also about the digital transformation agenda.
Dr. Jen Kasia wano ene Director General Dema Africa Centers for Disease Control and Fear Prevention. Inti Ebola na etiate se ewo ama hodro bi so wa Africa ha no kan be ne fa so ebetumi ede esi anu anase ebekon ede etia ho senkaye ene koso ne yekoni partner yimo ensem.
This segment is brought to you by King's Home Studios.
Yetwa yansam no so oni partner yemo ensemu a tiefo ne ahwefo ebedomo kan a August 6 ewo Afia twam 2025 na yareho eda edema omega na nyina sanse helicopter bi ekokwohwe ho a na nipa enwotwe wo mu nyina ato ananom nsie do sabre no na yasoafo mienu ba kwa wo hwe nipa partner yemo ensemu ene oba konso no so ehwe bambo ensemu no ka ho ene mpanimfo atiti ne anintie bi a na omboka ho bi emane enwotwe wo mu a wo mu nyina efiri mu na wohwemu a August 6 e wa fi mu e na wonu benya emfinhia no baako yema mpani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama gina nimdie ni tumi na afei na yemye so e de aboa ma emofra enipa wotwe eja na kire nyina wo mo boa mo asetene mu eba no famienu eye apomoden ensem e na afei so wo mo basua ensem yema mpani kire se Oma ma omo children's fund investment certificate bi a ebetumi aboa hwe wo mo esuku ebe won so de aban no eye ene se obetumi aboa ma insurance apomudin ensi achi ban no onomo enya be 3 million cedis ebetumi aboa emfra aduonu nso 27 afen so no 13 Stanbic Bank trust account nso wabie ede ama emfra no mudrum yensa emu baako bia ha 1 million cedis ene omode atosa trust fund emu afen so oba na oba behwemu a mofra bia na omodo moye mpanimfo owura Alhaji Muniru wono ne baako ndo ye panin ena afen so Dr. Saponso ne ma enum oja na twemu nya so ye mpanimfo omo so aban no aye first deposit account bi dia ma wo mu a omo nyina so 1 million cedis ene wode atomu ye ma mpanin se we no nye empatade edema mofra na emum eye opepa ne ahofoma wo se wono mo awofo anase omo agyanom afiri mu no aban no anaso no ye mampani betumi aso wo mosen e wo apomoden e na fe wo masuanse manunti e no aye sa doye e de ama wo mo.
The Accra Circuit Court, acting under the Workmen's Compensation Act 1963, Act 174, awarded a total compensation package of 13,872,962.40 pesos to the dependents of our 4 civilian officials who lost their lives in the tragedy. Similarly, in accordance with the Armed Forces Regulation 1992, LI 1546, compensation packages have been processed for the families of our fallen military personnel. Today, government formally hands over these compensation packages to the respective families.
We mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nti August 6 Afia twemu helicopter kwahwe ho edipa ehotwe eto ananu nsie de wo ma ka kire na aban no eye bibipa ede ama wo mo no na yeto so a CID panimpa ewo man mu eye COP Lydia Yako Donko na wakasa de afa enei enipa bi a wonmo kire wo yonko nipa ewo nhye so edo mo ya niema ensese wo mo do mo ye anase niema emfiri enipako ni pemu no na ye de wo mo eye wo kire se kwan a wɔn a aba no fa so de tete nipa ha wɔn tete bi mu fa ahodie so yɛ ntenten afidie no so social media yɛ ya kyerɛ sɛ yɛ ɔdomfo kumfu yɛ ɛna wɔn nam so de ɛsɛn nkrɔfoɔ twe nipa wura de wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn bɛwura mu mu ɛnɛ yi wɔnam obi gyina kwan koraa tumi de paper bi hyɛ wɔn nsam sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma okɔkɔfra kyerɛ sɛ bibi basaa bi ɛna wɔn keka de akyerɛ ntenten afidie no so wɔn de nneɛma totoɔ vacancy te sɛ de adwuma bi aba bɛda baabi a ɛnam sɛ nneɛma bu na wɔ ɔman mu so dodoɔ no ara ni nnwuma nyɛ unemployment rate ne wɔ soro yɛ nti ɛmɛbunu dodoɔ no ara pɛ biribi de wɔn ho ahyɛ mu a ɛbɛma wɔn nsa atumi akɔ wɔn ano to wɔn hu saa no na wɔn de akyire ɛnam so ma yɛde bi mu akɔpie nkurɔfoɔ ama so a yɛde wɔn yɛ adwuma ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde wɔn yɛ CIDfoɔ sɛ deɛ wɔn de wɔn nan ɛresi fam paa social media ne so nkurɔfoɔ wɔn sɛ wɔn bɛma nkurɔfoɔ adwuma a wɔn de wɔn yɛ deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde wɔn yɛ nyinaa wɔn de wɔn nan ɛresi fam sɛ wɔn bɛtumi ako deɛ ti a enipa fa ahodie ebetumi yagye ɛde ɛsi hɔ.
2 decades later, Ghana has made significant progress, but the fight is far from over. The Criminal Investigation Department, through the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit, continues to play a leading role in enforcing the acts. We have investigated cases involving child trafficking, forced labor, domestic servitude, sexual exploitation, and transnational trafficking networks. In 2025 alone, the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit at the CID headquarters received 127 cases, rescued 1,202 victims, sent 19 cases to court, and secured 8 convictions. Through sustained national effort and partnerships, Ghana has maintained its Tier 2 ranking in the U.S. Department of State's Trafficking in Persons report. However, trafficking is becoming increasingly sophisticated. Traffickers are no longer relying only on physical recruitment. They are using social media, smartphones, digital platforms, and encrypted messaging services to identify, recruit, and exploit victims across borders. Fake job opportunities, scholarships, educational programs, entertainment careers, domestic work, and travel opportunities are increasingly used as bait. Victims may surrender their passports, savings, and personal information, believing they are pursuing legitimate opportunities, only to find themselves trapped in forced labor, debt bondage, forced begging, domestic servitude, sexual exploitation, or other forms of modern-day slavery. The CID continues to investigate cases where victims were promised employment to Europe, the Middle East, or Asia, but were instead trafficked to other destinations and subjected to exploitation. We are also witnessing emerging forms of cyber-enabled trafficking involving online investment schemes, digital recruitment platforms, romance scams, and transnational online network marketing schemes. These criminal networks exploit unemployment, economic hardship, and the desire of young people for better opportunities. This changing threat requires a changing law enforcement response. The future of anti-trafficking enforcement must combine traditional policing with digital intelligence, cyber investigations, financial investigations, data analytics, digital forensics, responsible use of artificial intelligence, and international information sharing.
We COP Lydia Yakodonko ono ana panyin kwankyerefo da CID ekuo no ehye abosefo adwumane mono na yenko dwaben MCU wo ho Madam Eunice Ohenewa Ansu o kyerese wo hwe enkuro bi tesa akyase de kwa no so wo mo ho no a bridge bi anasansam so bi etwe akyase ne anu so ni mo ya ye kasa ni nyina adwiri ade agu a wo mu hia sampanifo tumi ba ho obesiesie sebe ya sa akone ebedie kwan so no ebetumi akoyie adehye ho wo no MC ne ka bo mu a adehye na asem wo mo ka de se bridge sha ase se adwiregu no mo di kan ho asem o no wo mo ka se ehyen akese ekuta heavy load enam kwan so a empanimfo se so mo be mia bridge ni mu yie se be ya enwingu o mo kan obi a ama ho enedie wo mo se adwiregu m kura ma eduru nsuto brede a na asem no ase kura enti animani ya empanimfo mra no homeye se galam se ekoso wo mo potem ho de nenso mo se nya nunti na bridge ni dwirigu ye ka ase akese no a ekuta ne amadodo enam so ne nam so mani dwirigu ye enti omomehwe na omusiesie kwan no a ebetumi abo adehye so atetenem
sɛ wohwɛ bridge ya ɛyɛ dwabe ɛne bosome frɛ ho enhyia mu ne ha ise na bridge ne yɛ bridge a ya ama no akyɛ kakra deɛ but ɛyɛ heavy machines a ɛfa bridge ne so no ɛna ama bridge ne bu ɛna ama ɔmo ayi kwan ne de ato ha no ma blocking nsuo na ɛfa bridge na se no ɛno nti na ama mo hu ne saa no nsuo ne to ha ne nyinaa flade ko sika kwan na no ebebesi baabi aka no ensusu esi no ano me ya akyease ɛna ha nso yɛ bosome frɛ ho ɛmɛnsire nyinaa ne sɛ akyease man ɛne bosome frɛ ho fo nyinaa ne sɛ a baabi a aduru no me ka sɛ me werɛ ho yɛ ana me boa because sɛ wohwɛ nsuo a nanka ebetumi asɛre nipa ɛyɛ a sɛ wotwa makɔ afuo mu kora nka obetumi asɛ bi anom obetumi asɛ bi akɔfie akɔyɛ wo nneɛma bebree na enam sika ni bre a ye paint no amasa si ensuo ya sei bridge nso so a oman ne ye eno nso asei ti de mesre ye nuanom nyinaa ne se ye po omo chew ye sre omo hwe ye nkwara adaache omo baba beba no na omo ma ye ntutu ye niema yie efri se ye kosua ye oman ni se ya nim de adaache nchirima no omo ba omo beba baba ye nta de srede na me de sre mi nuanom se me sre omo jumadi a omo di ni won saase yi so no ye pe omo cho bebre omo fa omo numa emfa mu fom na da chinchirima no omo so omo ntumi menya bibi papa emfa mo akuro no ejina hai wo ahwe ye kura abekwa akwakoto amenem timi aka se be 2 months ago na omo ba report ye na me ma works for ebebehwe enso ni sha ase se eto akise na na eyesa
eyi fa kwalo so a na moto nkoma ka so nkoma ebi wa etwe ansa na moto ne etimi afuma kofa the passengers for na ebu enso na dia no e de omotwa yi enso na ansa na e de omai de akọ the beijing dem patrol high pa se nim pakora obubu no de
adinka achia ana ka kesi ebi afa so ne buyi fa be 6 months
yesra ban se ombeboa ye na ni brig no omboa ye na yenye de yi kama mai akira so monjai free break ni so na aban na beboa na onye break ni maya
kwan a omo fa so ekudidwa amanfo fa so dum djuma omanfo so mo ne bibi ko mo nsa no obi ko dio kuma se no de ba omo ton ma ko mo kon so na bi de eto nti aban twe ne mehwe saa kwan ye maya na de chen se ha ka kran ko ma afere no galamse fo no mo ye djuma o ha no ono mu se bridge we ase no no se omo be fele ha no nti omo na ebe fele ha no ma omo tintim so a massive cars no any taxi no moto fo no nya ba bi ede e fa nti sa ban ba no be ye man ni a beboa
Dwabe MC madam ini so hede wa nsu wore atehye bi a wono wo akyease ne portable na yete wono mo nka fa nsamso a wo omo kwan so a omo hia sa ban ebesiesie ede ma wo mo ye twa ho akwaje abo afo nkrato ye ba ye kodwadie mo ensem.
There's one thing that can shake your confidence. It's not your outfit, nor your educational background. It's your bad breath. Your oral health is just as important as your appearance. That's why you need Agyemang toothpaste. Agyemang toothpaste comes with 23 powerful ingredients to strengthen your teeth and gums. With just a pea size, you can fight bad breath and stop bleeding gums. Call 0242 970827 0242 970827 and make your purchase. Agyemang toothpaste. Try it and love it. Not suitable for children under 3 years. This advert is FDA approved.
ɛyɛ nokwasɛm sɛ adwumasua yɛ ade a sɛ wo nsa ka a obiara ntumi ngye mfiri wo nsɛm ɛno nti ɛnɛ yi sɛ wopɛ sɛ wotu kwan kɔ amanɔne anaa wotena ɔman Ghana mu ɛyɛ adwuma nya sika gu bottom deɛ a mekamfo St. Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center de ama wo kɔ na ɔmfa na wɔtwe mmienu pɛ ɛnkyerɛ wo caterpillar piloda ɛne forklifter ɛboɔ no ɛwɔ fam kora yɛwɔ Kumasi Asukwa yɛne Asukwa Police Station no ɛne di nhwɛne mu yɛsan so bɛn Asukwa Children's Hospital Tafua Akoko Spares Junction wa wobɛtumi afrɛ St. Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center 0243860810 St. Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center. We are your last stop.
For desktops, UPS, toners, and printers galore, Pogbell Enterprise has got it all, from CCTV cameras to office chairs that keep you in style at affordable prices that will make you smile. For schools, businesses, and individuals alike, we have what you will surely like. Contact us on 0245 099 786, 0245 099 786. Pogbell Enterprise. Shop with ease. Introducing the Smiling Shark Outdoor Solar Camping Light. A new modern way of lighting up your world. It's a powerful portable lamp with 2 modes of brightness, a strobe light as well as a flashlight. You can power it through solar charging or Type-C charging. With a built-in high-capacity lithium battery, you can also use it as a power bank to charge up your mobile phone through USB. To purchase one, contact 055 051 5323 or 053 520 3534.
This is what mini wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For enquiry, sales, and support, contact us on 020-8282-810. Visit our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy.
Download the AP Media app now at apmediagh.com/app. It is currently available for Android devices. Coming soon to Play Store and App Store.
try ho kwaje ya boafo enkrato ye toa ye wear from Tuberca se do so ha APTV any radio 105.7 so Dr. Johnson Asiama ono ene epanyi kwanche for do man sika crab ya time che Bank of Ghana no so say no oba pension asset e wo ho a sika no adroso yie papa anya senkuma ebro be 100 billion cedis eno e change ye pa wo mu de egu akwan mu ye sika semo enti sanka sika pudu a pension fo atumi aso agu ho no enka entumi enru sei we no a ababa bedru be 100 billion ye che no eno e kire sese ne obi hakwa na humije mu a ne sika sam enkoye den kra so mo betua area man te se de na kane no obi eye adwuma som oman na fe na humije mu a na ne sika tua no akwakoye bibibi a ewo ho no Dr. Johnson Asiama se we be ma gidi a nkrofo wo ewo pension ho dwumadi ahodro mu ne betumi apema konenim ama nipa dodoro no anso de omo ho aba behemu a sane niema esi ekoso no e chese economy no so ekonenim.
Pension asset under management is estimated to exceed $420 billion US. And in Ghana, the 2025 Financial Stability Review that is published by the Financial Stability Council, it reported that pension assets grew by 26.3% in 1 year, from 86.23 billion cedis in 2024 to a little over 100 billion in 2025. And that the pensions industry accounted for 16.8% of Ghana's financial sector assets. At that scale, pensions are not peripheral to the financial system. They are one of its major pools of long-term domestic capital.
Era Dr. Johnson Asiama ono ene panyi kwanche for da Bank of Ghana no. Na yakwa Volta River Authority. Empanimfo ho so amogitum se nyama hoden de eno ane kuta omanye. Se economy bi betumi anyini na akonenim enwuma ewom SMEs. Me kire enwuma nkuma ne adantam mo nyina betumi akonenim a ejina manyina mahoden. Ene yisanka ne edundum a ohwese ne nkrofo bi esi etwa adwo ewo ho anya semkuma ntinkane ade eno ane kura omayi ema yepem koso. Via reforce wo mo hu ne sei no nti omadwuma no omo ye nso omo ye ne yie omo opepa ne ahofama se odum beboa ma enkane ahonsam atumi agya ne naso owura Edward Oben Kenzo ono ene ye panyi kwanchefo eda Volta River Authority ano nti wose se de omemmia omodwumedie mu pa esanse se nwuma kase epeja na ekonenim a sanso no omo soso adwuma omo ye no ene so betumi apeja akonenim nti opepa ne de omo wo pa se aban no nhyehyɛ yi a ene opese nkane ya gina so na ebo economy ne 24-hour economy kura okofade ya bai nkane ya di mu akotene pa nti VRF nso se omo soso agina omo na so adwuma omo yebo se be ya ne aban no tiri mopo no ebeko.
Africa must be bold in pursuing a balanced clean energy future. Renewable energy can help expand access, improve affordability, and build resilience. While nuclear energy offers the prospect of reliable, low-carbon base load power to complement renewables, stabilizes grids, and supports industrial growth. And this is where I would like, as a continent, we should also keep our focus to make sure at least we also get a clean civil use of nuclear power. We have the resources in this country.
Mr. Edward Oben Kenzo, panyi kwanchira for the Volta River Authority no. Yenkoshe yensi de no ahwodin. And America dollar no sasa e de abasi this way 11 cedi 68 pesos. Sanso and our pesa wo this cedi $1 ne bi no ye 11 cedi 69 pesos. Afia sasa euro e de abasi this mo a 13 cedis 46 pesos. Ye de cedi sekoto euro ne bi no ye 13 cedis 48 pesos. O sasa pound ne de abasi this mo 15 cedis 73 pesos. Ye de cedi sekoto pound ne bi no ɛyɛ 15 cedis 74 pesos a ɛsi de no ahoɔden ɛwɔ sika mmiɛnsa exchange rate today deɛ ɛkɔ ɛno no yɛkɔ agodie mu nsɛm.
This segment is brought to you by
Pogbell Enterprise.
Samaya Kradro, the Agodie mu nsɛm ɛwɔ so me. Samaya mu akɔ aba.
Me just me aba.
Ɛba cho bibi abɔkɔ de.
Nyame adom ho na so.
Yankopɔn adom. Me ho yɛ papa.
Me da nyame ase.
Yankɔ.
Mmerɛ ne kɔ. Agodie mu nsɛm bi me ka se bona me de to asodi am so. Samo ke abo abetimi follow APTVGH our Instagram, TikTok and after YouTube we stream live after so AP Media GH and we Facebook no www.apmediagh.com official website to call your church on celebrate the go social political issues, governance, economics, finance and after sports entertainment and some kakra ho ya go because so amano nsem no ya be go see the news for this account no www.apmediagh.com on my live TV stream ego so and a live radio stream or it's OP TV akwa no akohwe operate so akwa no akwa TV www.apmediagh.com/live-tv and /live air radio now wako enjoy your content you produce or na me fa chiashonko enkomo Ejapia kotoko ni mapa fan kotoko sem India go afi so ko kasi Guinness Junction dia John check ewe we bia tuma OTB obi ayetwam o Guinness Junction kasi will be ATB. Makacho so on will be a plug anything the OPBA obetimi enyebi ediamount. I feel called doom and then important more there. Brother Nuko, the donor friend Taylor to pack it. You do a duma also here Taylor and friend to pack na Obiado beko onope and friend to pack our Taylor a doom a honomona. Me shall say free a black air satellite and a 20. Now Andra a Burkina Faso a boy on say wafu zombie no. First match Nigeria share by 4 goals to 2. Andra yene Burkina Bay ekoshia ya ekobo etipenko obi ahye ne yonko ekabako baako eho etire say Ghana se betimi a progress ya pai ne bebo say last match against Oman friend Togo no ebetimi enya maximum 3 points Nigeria anase Burkina mu baako akwako elusu eho isanse ye just 1 point Burkina of 4 points na afi Nigeria so eho 4 points Eddie no na coach no Maxwell Kunedu our head coach Eddie Maomo no was red card nearby no and deny satellite no chance our moment to me enya 3 maximum points no was say already we set here 4-3-3 no red card nearby no was almost sisa na say omo create chances there na so no be connected no ma ekowie achi no na o my friend Burkina for no ahye Ghana and also ma sheba kwa me ahye ba ko enya 1 point say 1 point is better than na mama call Mediama Sporting Club na energy sema yet ni say CAF category 2 no TNA takwa na ball so stadium no CAF etimi agi atum Mediama stadium no eligible say betimi host CAF youth tournament say under 20 TNA betimi host and afi women's national team qualifying matches say Black Queens Black Princesses hana Black Maidens bobo yebetumi isu sa TNA sports no stadium and office so CAF interclub competitions no prelims they say playoff round no they say the Mediama for playoff no betimi hosti TNA sports stadium no ma nigisem they come Mediama for instance last time qualify no go home away from home it's basa na support base no etimi ma menya how it feels say obo home CAF Champions League match home no say no takwa na boss takwa potem ho de okoho no ma mediama penifo ene mediama players ena afi supporters ni nyina ewo ni Agyemang see no omo playoff no ebekoso ewo TN AS Sports Stadium ewo takwa very good news ewo na mamenko Kumasi club ya Asante Kotoko san say no ene official announcement efi club no aso ye de bae papa ye friend David Obin Enyako penifo se obabaye brand ena afi partnerships manager ti e ba ne brand a Kotoko brand ni ade no on eba be manage ena afi so partnerships omone amanfo enkita hodie enyumaku enkita hodie no ni nyina aba be hye David Obin Enyako ne nsa ha na brand no ne nsa no adwuma no omosi efe pa isan say retani under na yawo amponsan no ayi no na abrante no ho ha ti wakone na mu na wasa back ha ti esi kontinu ne hwan a beko na chi ha na sini chi na beko ti we no kone na namu no ehwan esa de na ba chire ha ti retani yama no akwaba ya akwakoye no no ye opewo say ye boni panedi na say opewo empenifo nya aboni din ti brands and partnerships manager David Obin Enyako going forward on about be juma de ama Kumasi Krobia Asante Kotoko na hon ma bi mu no tie say Ibrahim Danlad on so a former goalkeeper de Makotoko 2020 World Cup no kan national team goalkeepers no ho otimi ko World Cup ni bi na sisi no say o training Kotoko ha facilities ho ha ti yenim sempenifo ebe sama na ba na say returnees no e bi another Danlad abeka ho na mom enye official confirmation in club no my idea and so called AJ training complex abrante no odi agro ho o training last season no see akan Egypt Ethiopia Ethiopia league no we see akan 2 seasons and money so any ho so clubless is an say the contract na end 24 and renew Ethiopia ho no it unattached it say wade adagu ediama Kumasi Asante Kotoko ne bia na 24 ebesa ma na kwenya emre ene beche okọ house of okunzo a ente say abrante friend Manuel Osejan oye Park Academy omo defender no enkomo ekwanimu ye pa has for glorious Accra for defensive area reinforcement no omo de omani akire Manuel Osejan omo say abrante ni bobo ye pa say ne so no akwakoye abrante ye friend no Sergio Ramos office pay no enti opese ohu Manuel Osejan na akwakoye Sergio Ramos any clips you say eba no aggressiveness abrante no very aggressive and about the leadership so I see leader and about the tackles interceptions are abrante no essence was attribute ni na and a free be clutch running friend clutch and say ball ni mo ayedin no uhia one goal e me dey apon a abrante no Manuel Osejan high benefits obi ye pa eti has enkomodidie no akonimu ya animanimu ya enche say official announcement no and now could do ne joada Monday there na komo no nim se bibia akwakoye settlement ha player ne de wajiatum so besi ama akan e de ama has nemom has e wo transfer ban eti e na akwakoye kakra twintwini has for ne boys and transfer ban ne bede omo so no ya ho mu yipa nemom we de omo kwakọ ni low e wo division 1 e wo ye park academy no mo de na ba be she e omo timunim se de be ya ne mabetimi akoyi e de ama has for no sense asibe ene Ali Mohammed chiri ho no omo so mehia bi aba be ka ho na me call Commonwealth Games na ekoso no isan say enra di nika be ka bi kire o say Ghana for mrantie miensa no ometumrika 200 meters semi finals no na ampa American nyina ba so Mustafa Bokpin de amfa na James Dazin so ono so amfa omunyina omuti eti ho na mom Joseph Paul Amwa Jopo ono de ni hit na okoy no ni lena no wo mu no nipa 7 no anase nipa be 8 no ekwawie no na ono na wodi first eti momehwe Americano se ne isikoe eti wa he TV studio be hu se ne sitie Joseph Paul oja omunyina okwam de otoso bi no ye Jevon ono ye Jamaica ni se Ghana ni na bie Jamaica nim di na se finals ni mo de isan se kado betima ha adwene kakra finals no Cameroon ni na oji 100 meters no gold medal no ene wono antimi an qualify anko 200 meters finals no they say good news e de ma Joseph Paul Amwa it's say 20.24 seconds there very impressive hono we no e no de nsem kakra etu dwa ne nsem no yentie dodi nkan de tu dwa fa ne teammate na momentimi make it to the finals no.
But did you feel a bit disappointed because there were 2 other teammates of yours who actually made the semi-finals?
Yeah, I wish we all made it. It would have been very historic. But things happen in track and field. You guys, you know it. So we're still grateful that you came out here, showed up, competed, and they are injury-free. I'm sure they know what to do to get ready for the relay.
But let me ask you this about Jean Dazi, for example. We quite remember back in Budapest, himself, he got pretty injured. He also got injured in that competition. Captain, you are one step closer to winning another medal in the Commonwealth Games. How are you feeling ahead of the final?
I feel good. I've been preaching round by round. We're done with the first round.
Or the Tuja. Far and colleagues, our runners no meant to me make it to the final. So say very disappointing. Nemom, one they feel good. He feels good. So it's me make it to the finals. No, one of my everything well. Say the beya, and then you may and a finals. And because we never beat me akoi. The ama Ghana na. Man of them 200 meters headers no. And I say 400 meters headers na me can say Yvonne Brayton bekodo. Here say Americano. It's called Yvonne Brayton Americano.
5 and 6 on the CD, set lines, and Derek Shelton has got storming out. Maxim's announcement coming out, ladies and gentlemen. 5 and 6 on the CD, set lines, and Derek Shelton has got storming out. Maxim's announcement coming out, ladies and gentlemen.
Eti Yvonne Brayton the amfa finals no otoso 7th enti wo go fi ase ho ba otoso mienu enti wono so sunya mahogany do we ye ne de etiate we de mahogany no de bebe fi eti Yvonne Brayton so de no anuane ye wa rechi mu pan yi enso so san se Toby Amusa na okita world record no Nigeria ni no no so on say dan fully fit enso no otimi di third ne de na wo ye fit no anko so sign Nigeria ni ho no okodi 7th nti hono so anhyeda nkoyi amfa ma men kɔ Italy na entia etini sɛ anase awrehosem aba bɛbɔ Italian football eni wiase nyina ne sɛ Francino Baresi dodo na afre na Franco Baresi. In fact Franco Baresi na obi adi nim no Italian former defender. In fact bɔ defenders abɛbɔ bɔ wiase nyina kamia sɛ one Beckenbauer de ye pe omumyenu emu baako do ya ade no eya nam pempi no etai begina Baresi ne Beckenbauer so esan se AC Milan ona wapanisi na kan edema omo na Italian national team no so obobo yi pa abo no bobo ni na ene no we free eja no we fi Ajax for asase so nti okọ ne bofo ne nchen ho mfie 66 years mfie 66 du siansia na papa no edi wo Ajax for asase ne so a ne wajai ho ko 66 na Franco Baresi na ohwe achievement ase na meka no bon de oboni pa Scudetto no Serie no Agyemang insia Champions League no Agyemang ni nyina o AC Milan na World Cup na nkasa the players do na epebi no anu so Agyibi ho no ma meka se meka no ho abakwasem dia metimi aka esan se legendary or a Hall of Famer, American because a Hall of Famer. It's as a ball we are saying, and your book 20 from 1960. I will now 2026 in fear education and I would D or at as a for assassins who I need Ojaho Edico T. Francino Baresi. I don't know friend Franco Baresi. I 66 years no one can't at as for assassins with him. The football world no. In fact, I you be esan se papa no anya bɔ ne kwa no bɛbɔ ye nemum nim de no so wo bɔ mu no ade a ɛkɔ akiri yi pa in fact bɔ mu nim de papa no na obi yi pa wa me ye coach da bi wa me coach da nanso so se obɛbɔ obi no ɛbɔ kɔ ne nim bɔ ne ye nko ade ano ɔhye esan se World Cup no kwa no In fact, odi second and odi third and odi gold. It was no gold, it was silver, as our bronze. Kylian Mbappe di ni bi no. Papa no aye bi sa Agyemang ene no aya rehosem e wo Italy. Enti Franco Baresi so amanye bye onko aye wo akire no so be mi ani abobra ni bi se de be ya ho abakwasem na wa hwetwo no yenso bitimi atwo bi aha eti 66 de ya hesan se janema mfia bi oson enti o si no the extra time ka krasa ka ho enti na ka nan na kodu eja ne de no ho enso so eja no enenim enene wo se bra na ba bi odu no ontimi to aso enti Baresi Italy for no ko ho arewa abayi pa enti football world we dey sad news and then me di trap to na menu aba Afia Kyem the boss lady no waba beto aso Agyemang enti Afia on this sad note no aminyawo beto aso.
Okay, Sam me da sama so. Abusia sabe okay ye bona dia godie mu nsama brayen ewe we apom to rekase so no ye gine ne so a na ye de kase ni nyina isi okonews.apmedia.gh.com online stories no de mabekin kan nyina de akogu ho in Facebook handle ni APTV online sanso na YouTube APTVGH TikTok Instagram na X intente afide ni APmedia_GH yanko sha wo de die enkre. Happy birthday, Enkoma Timothy Gaglo, or CEO at the Local Stars FC. It's a now for phone and team players no, and almost say, on Mama would dapa, almost near Copa Shirapana, on your say, our mother party, so ever so happy birthday to you, Timothy Gaglo. Happy birthday to Millicent Biden. Millicent Baden, Yakopon Winshrow now on your case. Oh, UK, Birmingham, Yame and your case, or Makuma Swadi Nina Embremo, or your law student. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Miss Florence Nkangma from Kintampo. Yakopon and your case, or what did you, Dr. Patrick Desa. Our Stewart Catholic Hospital at Agyemang and the Swore wish Miss Florence a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Yakosi Boa Lesbon of Facher TV. I mean, and your Kesoma Quatenti and Wedding a woman combat and they say, and wish Yakosi Boa a happy birthday. Tai Sylvester, happy birthday to you. And Quatenti and Wedding woman, and EG strong con and a combat to say was Edemawo. Or say Poku despite. Happy birthday to you. I'm afraid Yamedi Africa can feel tea or mammy ama fosia and I say or say Yamisa or ma the bay engine and may penny pa. Dauda Saidu inside Nehia Gokuso. Happy birthday to you. Dankwa and I say Yam Fefi the Cassie so near Ma Dauda I would apa or send Cassie Edemano. Bidini boss lady Afia Kyem Agyemang na so mo kase ne kenkan mu madam nyina mo sesa mo jebre na mutie AP e wi aprom so rekase no nsia ye be se hia makao.